I don't know if many of you have noticed, but I've been a lot more shifty and weird breathy lately. And it's because I'm having near daily anxiety. There's been something going on with my YouTube channel over the past couple of weeks that I have been spending almost every single night trying to figure out. I talked to my YouTube rep, I talked to other people in the space. I just can't figure it out. And right now, I don't even really have a great answer. But what I do have is an action plan. Um, Over the past several weeks, I have noticed videos that used to get 50, 60, 70, 80,000 views were starting to get 10,000 views, 15,000 views. And it caused great panic because, as you know, I have a lot of staff. My YouTube channel actually pays for all of the staff on my live stream. I have, a thumbnail person, video editors, and much more that all rely on YouTube, which has been extremely consistent for me over the past 5 years. For the first time in 3 or 4 years, I have started losing a lot of subscribers, hundreds, thousands a day. I couldn't figure it out. I can't figure it out. I think there are some reasons that are causing it, things that I'm doing, things that I'm going to address in this video, but there's also something going on with YouTube that I can't figure out. First of all, I asked my viewers, hey, I've got 2 million subs. Why in the heck am I getting 8,000 views again, or 8,000 views on a video? For the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years, if a video did good, it got 100 to 200,000 views. If a video did bad, it would still get 70,000 views. It's not, and I would still have this sporadic good video. I had a video on Thursday that had 200,000 views, or on Wednesday. I had a video on Tuesday that got 100,000 views. But then every other video I'd upload that day would get 5,000, 7,000 views. These numbers are, if it continued like this past these 2 weeks, which it has been, I would have to fire everybody that works for me. Everybody. And, probably make some other pretty drastic changes. I couldn't figure it out. So first things first, the things that I can control. I asked my viewers, what is going on? Why are you not, what's going on? Why aren't you watching my videos anymore? So to address the loudest feedback, too many ads. You're doing too many ads, Jeremy. I'm sick of the ads. I'm sick of them. You're doing them too much. I've heard and I will correct. I will now limit all ad reads to a 1 per day maximum. In order to complete this, I have canceled sponsorships that were paying me money now that, in order to not have to do more than 1 per day. And that also includes promoting Quartercast, my live stream channel, and my Trump cookbooks. If I'm doing a Trump cookbook, that counts as an ad. 1 per day max, period. So hopefully the people that haven't been watching, that were annoyed by all the ads, you'll come back. Secondly, in my panic of trying to figure out why videos that would normally get 50, 60, 70,000 views, why in the hell this was happening, I was deleting them. Because I thought, well, this is a video that's performing very poorly, and it's bad for my channel. To have a video that has like a click-through rate of, my average click-through rate might be 10, 12%. Any video that gets worse than that gets sent out to less people. That's just how YouTube works. So if a video is getting, for whatever reason, a click-through rate, meaning that's the number of times people click versus the number of times the video is shown to them, the higher the click-through rate, the more YouTube will show it to people. That's why clickbait's a thing. The lower, the less, right? Because there's a finite amount of real estate. So I thought, well, this video has a low click-through rate. I better delete it. Turns out that was very bad. And I know other YouTubers that do this, so you should stop. I talked to my YouTube rep, which is an actual person in America, not some, random H-1B in India. And he said, that's very bad. Stop doing that. Well, would have been nice to know 2 weeks ago when I started doing it, but now I know. So obviously, if I put out a stinker, it's going to stay. All right. The other big good piece of feedback is that, Jeremy, you're not providing enough in-depth, enough additional value in your videos. And you know what? Fair point. I think the market has shifted and it's no longer okay just to have to, just to read an article and give my, whoa, that's crazy. I need to be better. And to avoid having my wife sell her feet pictures, I have hired a researcher full-time. Her job is to help me formulate these videos to add more information to them, to teach something rather than to read an article and react. Now, there's going to be some videos or articles or stories that reading or reacting is totally normal and totally warranted. However, when I'm talking about topics like Iran, Israel, Palestine, Ukraine, even gaming, right? There's definitely room to be better than just an article reader. So to remedy this, I've hired a full-time researcher. She will work with me every day to help provide extra meat in my videos to hopefully make them more interesting and entertaining for you. I need to do better and provide a better product, essentially. There's also the issue of my videos being boring. Now that brings up kind of, I used to have the meme intros. Well, I tested the meme intros and people were basically 50-50 on whether or not they cared about them. Well, the meme intros are coming back, but not just that. I have shifted my full-time video editor, Steven, many of you know him. His job will now be to make my videos better. So each day, he will add B-roll to my videos, memes, factoids, on-screen things to make my videos more engaging and interesting. The era of me just reading articles is over, is what I'm saying. And that's based on your feedback. How did it get like this? Well, that's my fault entirely. I got apathetic. It became more and more about just making sure I find 4 to 5 videos a day that I think will get 100,000 views. It became more about hitting my goals because I had so many employees. And the stress of that meant I was covering some stuff that maybe I wasn't passionate about, or I wasn't that interested in. But I thought, hey, this is what's going on, and this is the stuff. The stress of having so much staff was creating that, and so I have trimmed fat. I'm not gonna name names or anything like that, but I went from a staff of about 10 people to I'm going down to about 3 people. And the 3 people I'm keeping are going to have to do more work. But they are also the people that when I shared with them that I was experiencing immense stress at what's going on with the channel and what's going on, because I'm very transparent. I share with most of my employees how much money I make even. Like, what boss does that? I share my analytics with them, right? So these individuals came to me and said, look, I'll work for free. Let's get through this rough patch. I'll take on extra work. And it was a very proud moment for me. Steven, my graphics guy, they're staying. My live stream co-hosts are staying. That's kind of a different deal because I have a deal with Rumble that helps offset the cost for that. But I also trimmed staff there. You'll notice I went from 4 or 5 people down to 2, or 3, I mean. And they are now lending a hand. Luke, for example, is helping me find guests. Hannah Claire is helping me find topics. Melanie Mack is helping me find topics, and I'm going to ask them all to help promote the live streams to help that too. The burnout was real. This had never really felt like a job before. Like I said, I was having near daily anxiety. You see me squirming around, doing this, touching myself, like it's a weird tick, like touching my heart, because I feel like, because when you have anxiety, you have like all this adrenaline dump. The weird breathing, it's all anxiety. And so last night, I finally had enough. And in addition to just understanding and taking responsibility for the fact that had I continued down the path I was over the last 3 months, I would have completely killed this channel. I would have completely killed the quartering channel. Just spewing out videos, being happy with a, odd hit and miss. To be clear, Hannah Claire Luke and Melanie Mack are all still employed. That's a different company, basically. And, being wrong is something that has increased in the past, in the recent history. That's one of the things that my researcher is going to help me. And she's going to correct me when I'm wrong and provide information about things. So overall, the quality of my videos starting Monday, even on today's live stream, I'm going to play video games this afternoon. I'm going to relax this weekend, and I'm going to make my videos better. Also, what led to kind of the destruction is spending too much time on X. I was picking too many stories off X. And I think instead of spending so much time on X, I'm going to spend time in my Discord with my viewers. I think getting topics from my actual viewers is far better than from Pakistani bots. So by the way, I'll pin the link to my Discord if you want. It's just a chat room. That's where I'm going to spend more of my time. So I stay more involved with my viewers and not Pakistani bots on X. I've been expanding. I've also been expending a lot of energy growing my stream. And my stream will also be undergoing these same changes. It could be so much better than it is. I'm literally reading from a script that I literally wrote out everything, so I had a plan. A lot of people don't even know where to watch my streams. If you're a YouTube viewer, you may have never even heard of Quartercast, which is a separate live stream channel that I have. I'm live Monday through Friday at 2 Eastern, and Monday through Thursday at 2 Eastern, and Friday at 1 Eastern. But even that needs to get better. And, by the way, that you can find that stream. I'm also on, if you prefer to watch Twitch, the quartering on Twitch. If you prefer to watch Kick, I'm on Kick. If you want to watch it on X, it's also on X. So wherever you want to watch a live stream, I hope you'll tune in. It's going to get a lot better. I've got my co-hosts who are going to help me get more guests. We've got a big guest Monday, and I think guests will inject some life into the show and inject more quality for you, the viewer. And that change starts Monday as well. Everything will start on Monday. And I appreciate my viewers sticking with me and those who provided feedback, because that's the most important thing. And being able to take it and listen to it also is important. I got lost in the sauce. I became robotic, and you guys tuned out. And what I'm hoping is either you'll continue to tune in or you'll come back and give me another chance, given these changes I've now laid out for my channel. I guess we'll know in a couple of weeks if feedback is worth a ding. I happen to think it is. So this is my promise to you. More quality, better videos, more entertaining, better live stream. And, and I thank you all for the feedback. 100%. We'll see. Hopefully the channel's not totally dead.